Can I be honest with you this morning? I've been gripping. White knuckle, shoulders up, jaw tight gripping. And I've been calling it being responsible. You know the feeling. You're standing at the kitchen counter, coffee's gone lukewarm because you've been staring at your phone, not drinking it. There's an email notification you haven't opened because you already know it's going to ruin your morning. There's a tiny stain on your shirt you noticed too late. And your hands? Check them right now. Your hands are already tight. You're not panicking. You're not in crisis. If someone asked how you're doing, you'd say fine. But somewhere in your chest, there's a knot you've carried so long you forgot it wasn't supposed to be there. Just for a second, unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop half an inch. If your hands are fists, loosen them. You don't have to fix your life in this moment. Just loosen your grip with me for one breath. You've been telling yourself that this tension is just your work ethic. You call it staying on top of things. But God does not call it that. When He looks at the way you're holding everything together, He has a different word and a different hand for you. God, we're here. Some of us showed up already clenched, already bracing for a day that hasn't happened yet. Our hands are full of things we're afraid to drop and afraid to keep holding. Would you just loosen us? Not fix everything, just loosen the grip enough so we can feel your hand underneath ours. That's all we need right now. Amen. This morning, God put something in front of me that I almost didn't stop for. Not because it was unfamiliar, but because it was too familiar. We've turned this verse into decor, and the thing about decor is, you stop reading it. It becomes wallpaper. But this morning, God pulled it off the wall and handed it to me like a doctor's note. And when I found what one word actually means in the original Hebrew, I realized this was never meant to comfort me. It was meant to diagnose me. Listen to this. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Let's sit with this. Here's what I didn't see until this morning. That phrase, do not be dismayed, in Hebrew, the word is shā'â, and it doesn't mean don't be sad or keep your chin up. It's a nervous system word. It means to look around anxiously, to brace, to grip, to stay on high alert. It's the 3 a.m. version of you, lying in the dark, gripping the blanket, running through every worst-case scenario, scanning your life for the next thing that could go wrong. Not screaming, just clenching, always clenching. And God, you look at that, at us lying there at 3 a.m. with our fists tight and our minds racing, and you don't say, get it together. You say, I am with you. I am your God. You name the grip before you offer the hand. See, here's what changes everything. The very last phrase of this verse, I will uphold you. That Hebrew word is tāmak, and most people read uphold and picture a safety net underneath them, like God's waiting for them to fall. That's not what tāmak means. Tāmak means to grasp, to take hold of, to support with a sustained, continuous grip. It's used in Psalm 63. My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me. Same word. It's not a net below. It's a hand already on you. God, you're not waiting for us to fall so you can catch us. You're already holding on. Your grip started before our fear did. And it comes with a qualifier. Not just His right hand, His righteous right hand. Bimin sidki. The right hand in Hebrew culture is the hand of power and covenant. But tzedek, righteousness, means it's also trustworthy. He's not just strong enough to hold you, he's good enough to hold you well. Let me tell you where I learned to trust that grip. Years ago, I was offered a job in Texas, a promotion, a $10,000 signing bonus, no strings attached. The day I landed to start, I'd get the check. Everything about it looked like God opening a door. But something about the interview wouldn't let me rest. One of them asked me if I carried a gun to protect myself. A gun. I was a regional manager for a restaurant chain. Protect myself from who? They asked personal questions that had nothing to do with the job. Questions that were unprofessional at best. And every one of them left something in my gut I couldn't shake. But I kept overriding that signal because the numbers looked so good on paper. I'd already given my current employer 3 weeks' notice, and every day the doubts got louder, not quieter. And here's where fear puts on a suit and tie. I thought, if I back out now, in 2 weeks, I'll be unemployed. I've already let go of the rope behind me. If I let go of the rope in front of me, I'm free falling. But I prayed, and I opened my hands, and I called that company and said no. The person who'd interviewed me started threatening me, said they'd ruin me in the industry. And in that moment, I knew. I knew I'd heard God and not my own fear. Because fear tells you to grip tighter. God tells you to open your hand. Then, out of nowhere, a headhunter called. A completely different industry, a better title, more responsibility, higher pay. A door I never knocked on. A door I didn't even know existed. God, your hand was already on what was next. I just had to let go of what was in front of me to receive it. Sometimes the blessing that looks perfect is the one God is protecting you from. And the door you didn't even know existed is the one He's been building behind your back. That's what I mean by we'll see. I learned a long time ago, things that look like disasters sometimes become the best chapters of your life. And things that look like blessings sometimes are the very things God is steering you away from. You can't always tell the difference with your hands, but He can. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 says, "Lean not on your own understanding." And I think that verse is about the grip. Your understanding is what your hands can hold, what your mind can plan. God says, your hands are too small and your plans are too short, but mine aren't. So stop gripping and let me hold what you've been white-knuckling. 2 Timothy 1:7 says God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That word, sound mind, in Greek, sophronismos, means a settled, collected mind. Not a mind frantically gripping every outcome. A mind that's at rest, because the hands have let go and the right hand of God has taken over. So here's what I want you to carry with you. Fear grips, fear scans. But God's grip was on you before the fear ever showed up. The whole message of Isaiah 41:10 is this: you can unclench, because He's already holding on. Now I want to try something with you. Stay with me. Right now, wherever you are, in your car, at your desk, still in bed, I want you to find your hands. What are they doing? Are they clenched? Are they gripping your phone, the steering wheel, the edge of the blanket? Now think about the hands you can't see, the ones inside your mind. What are those holding? The meeting? The relationship? The decision you keep putting off? Now, slowly, not all at once, open them. Feel the tension in your fingers release. Feel your palms soften. Now take your dominant hand, the one that holds everything, fixes everything, controls everything, and rest it in your other hand, palm up. Like you're letting God hold the hand that usually holds your whole world. God, this is what your righteous right hand feels like, isn't it? Not forcing our fingers open, just being there, underneath, steady, waiting for us to stop gripping long enough to feel you. Did you feel that? That little shift? That's not a trick. That's your body agreeing with what God has been saying all along. You were never meant to hold all of this. His righteous right hand was there first. You've been gripping. You've been calling it responsibility. You've been calling it preparation. You've been calling it just being careful. Your hands know the truth. Your jaw knows the truth. Your shoulders know the truth. It's fear. And God named it 3,000 years ago so you could stop carrying it today. It's time to open your hands. And I think it's time we talk to God about everything we just heard. About the grip. About the meeting you're bracing for. About the decision that's been sitting in your chest. About the phone call you're dreading this weekend. Come with me. Before we pray, I want us to do something together. 3 bowls. 3 moments of honesty. Your hands are already open from what we just did, so let's use them. Bowl 1. The settled grip. Gratitude. First, I want you to think about what's steady in your life right now. Not perfect, steady. What's one thing your hands don't have to grip because it's actually solid underneath you? Maybe it's the roof over your head. Maybe it's one person who shows up without you having to earn it. Maybe it's the fact that you woke up this morning and your lungs filled without you having to think about it. Hold that one thing in your open palm right now. Not tight, just hold it gently. Like something precious you don't have to protect because God already is. Thank you, God, for the thing that's steady when everything else feels shaky. We don't say it enough, but we feel it, and it's holding us more than we're holding it. Bowl 2. The white knuckle grip. Honesty. Now, what are you gripping that's making your hands hurt? Not the thing you tell someone about, the one underneath. The one you've been managing and monitoring and losing sleep over. The thing you keep touching like a bruise you can't leave alone. Maybe it's the job you're afraid to leave or afraid to lose. Maybe it's the conversation you keep rehearsing. Maybe it's a person, someone whose opinion of you has way too much power over your peace. Name it, not out loud if you don't want to, but name it inside yourself. And as you hold it, notice your palms. Do they feel warm? That's the friction of holding something too tightly for too long. That heat is real. Now, just for this moment, loosen your fingers. Set it down in your open palm instead of clenching around it. Feel the air on your skin. You're not abandoning it. You're letting God see it. Bowl 3. The open hand. Request. And now the ask. With your hands open, with that thing sitting there unclenched for maybe the first time in weeks, what do you need God to do? Not the whole plan, just the next step. Maybe you need clarity. Maybe you need courage. Maybe you just need one good night of sleep where your mind doesn't run the 3 a.m. inventory. God, we're holding our hands open right now. Not because we figured this out, because we haven't. And we're tired of pretending our grip is strong enough to hold our lives together. It's not. But yours is. So here's what we've been carrying. We're setting it in your hand this morning. Now, before we go deeper into this prayer, I need you to do something for me. As I pray through what's coming next, I want you to let a face come to mind. The coworker, the family member, the person on the other end of the conversation you've been dreading. Don't force it. Just let whoever needs prayer float up. Because we're about to walk into some specific rooms with God, and I think He has something to say in every one of them. Let us pray. Our Father in heaven, God, we come to you this morning not because we have it together. We come because you told us we don't have to. You are the God who looked at a people in exile, displaced, afraid, pretending to be fine, and said, I am with you. I am your God. You didn't wait for them to get brave. You spoke into their grip and said, my hand is already here. That's who you are. Not a God who watches from a distance. A God who grips. A God whose righteous right hand is already underneath the thing we've been white-knuckling. We acknowledge you this morning, not as an idea, not as a verse on a wall, as the living hand holding us right now. In God, we surrender what we've been gripping. Some of us are gripping a job that's draining us, but we're too afraid to let it go because the bills don't stop. Some of us are gripping a relationship that's been over for a while, but we're terrified of the silence on the other side. Some of us are gripping a version of ourselves that we think everyone needs us to be. The strong one, the dependable one, the one who never cracks. We're tired, God. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. The kind of tired that comes from holding too tight for too long. We open our hands to you right now, not because we're brave, because we're exhausted, and your grip is better than ours. Now, God, we pray for the rooms we're about to walk into today. For the one who has a meeting today where they're already bracing. The one who's rehearsed what they'll say if they get talked over, what they'll do if their idea gets stolen, how they'll keep their face neutral if the passive-aggressive comment lands in front of everyone. God, that meeting hasn't started yet, and they're already gripping the armrest. Would you walk into that conference room before they do? Would you be the voice in their ear that says, you don't have to perform your way to safety. I am your God. My hand is on you in this room. For the ones sitting on a decision right now, the job change, the move, the hard conversation about money, the relationship they know they need to end or fight for. They've got 47 tabs open, searching for a sign that's really just a search for safety. They've got the pros and cons list saved in their phone. They keep praying for clarity. But God, if we're honest, it's not clarity they need. It's courage. They can see the door. They're just afraid of what's on the other side. So would you do what you did for me? Would you put your hand on what's next before they can even see it? Give them the courage to choose the good over the certain, and give them the guts to open their grip and walk through. And for the one who's got a phone call or a visit this weekend that's already sitting in their chest, a parent, a sibling, an in-law, the person who makes them feel 12 years old again, the one whose voice changes the temperature in the room. God, they're already rehearsing what not to say. They're already shrinking. Would you remind them, before that conversation starts, that they are not a child anymore? They are yours. They carry your name. And your righteous right hand is not just for the big crises. It's for the Sunday dinner table. It's for the kitchen, where old patterns try to pull them back into old postures. You are God in that room too. And God, we're not praying from above these people. We're praying from among them. Because the truth is, Some of us are the coworker who talks over someone else. Some of us are the family member who changes the temperature when we walk in. Some of us are the one making someone else rehearse what not to say around us. So God, search us too. Show us where our grip has become control, where our careful has become cold, where our fear has made us hard to be around. We don't want to just be freed from our own grip. We want to stop putting that grip on the people we love. Guard our mouths today. Guard our tone. And God, guard the look on our face. We're tired of the polite mask, the customer service smile while the jaw is locked underneath. We don't want to perform pleasant today. We want to be settled. Trade the mask for a soul that's actually at rest because your hand is doing the holding. Let your grip hold our reactions the same way it holds our fears. And now, God, we don't just ask, we declare. Because Isaiah 41:10 is not a suggestion, it's a promise, and you don't break those. So we declare over this day, we will not fear, because you are with us. We will not be dismayed. We will not grip. We will not scan. We will not brace, because you are our God. You will strengthen us. You will help us. You will uphold us with your righteous right hand. That promise walks into the meeting with us. That promise sits at the dinner table. That promise is underneath the decision we're too afraid to make. That promise does not expire at the church door. It lives in every room we enter today. Romans 8:38 and 39 says that nothing, not death, not life, not angels, not rulers, not the present, not the future, not any power, not height, not depth, not anything in all creation can separate us from the love of God. Not the meeting, not the phone call, not the decision, not the fear we haven't named until today. Nothing. So go. Walk into your day with open hands. You don't have to grip the steering wheel like the road is going to disappear. You don't have to grip the conversation before it starts. You don't have to grip your reputation, your plans, your worst-case scenarios. His hand is already there. His grip started before your fear did, and he is not letting go. We send you into this Thursday, into the meeting, the decision, the phone call, the drive, the ordinary and the hard, held, not by your own strength, by his righteous right hand. Go in his grip. Amen. Just stay here for a moment, hands open, palms up, resting one inside the other. You are held. You are held. Amen. Today's anchor, one line. Take it with you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Write it on your hand if you have to. Set it as your lock screen. When the meeting gets tense, when the email lands wrong, when the knot in your chest tightens back up, come back to this. Not because it's a nice thought, because it's a grip that won't let go. And if you know someone who's been gripping, someone who's fine, but you can see the tension in their jaw, send them this. You don't have to explain it. Just send the link. God will do the rest. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Go in his grip. If this prayer stirred something deep and you feel like you need more than words right now, please don't carry it alone. Reach out to someone you trust, a friend, a pastor, a counselor. You're worth the help, and wise support is one of God's good gifts too. You're not alone. I'm praying for you.